Hey, Tottenham fans, welcome to another video here on the channel. Your space dedicated to the most exciting club in North London. Today, we have some hot news that marks the beginning of a new era. At Spurs, the first permanent signing under Thomas Frank. And it's not just any signing. We're talking about a promising young player who came straight from Bayern Munich. His name, Mathys Tel. What does this mean for the future of the club? How did the negotiations go? And why has this deal caused such a stir behind the scenes? Stay with us. Less than 3 days after being officially announced as Tottenham's manager, Thomas Frank was already celebrating his first signing. Mathys Tel is now a permanent Spurs player. The 20-year-old French man, who arrived on loan from Bayern Munich at the end of the last winter transfer window, has signed a contract with the club until the summer of 2031. The transfer was not straightforward. Initially, Tel refused a direct sale in January, even after a meeting with Daniel Levy. With negotiations stalled, the deal went through only as a loan with an option to buy. Now, Tottenham is paying around 35 million euros to secure his transfer. Tel has had a modest run on the pitch, scoring 2 goals in 13 Premier League matches. But his signing was defended from the start by Ange Postecoglou. According to the former coach, he will be a Tottenham player, and the prophecy, it seems, has come true. Mathys Tel's definitive arrival has divided opinion, both in the media and among fans. English experts point out that, despite his limited playing time, the young Frenchman has shown flashes of talent that justify the investment. Former players such as Jermaine Genius have highlighted Tottenham's boldness in betting on a gem that is still being polished. On social media, some fans are excited about the long-term project, while others question the transfer fee given his modest performance. For many, Postecoglou's public support for the player weighed heavily in the decision. The expectation now is to see how Thomas Frank intends to integrate him into the squad and continue what his predecessor started with a contract until 2031. Mathys Tel is not just a gamble, he is a central part of the renewal project led by Thomas Frank. The expectation is that he will be integrated more actively into the attack, especially with the likely offensive overhaul for the next European season. The youngster will have the entire preseason to adapt to the coach's new style of play and earn his place. In addition, the high investment puts pressure on him to deliver results quickly, both on the pitch and in terms of market value. Tel could become a strategic player in national and international competitions, especially in the Europa League. Tottenham is already making moves behind the scenes, and this should be just the first of several announcements in this market. What lies ahead promises to excite the fans. Mathys Tel is one of those players who has been labeled a promising talent from a very early age. Discovered by Rennes, he arrived at Bayern Munich with phenomenal status but struggled to establish himself amid heavy competition in the Bavarian squad. At Tottenham, his career is still short but already meaningful, even with discreet performances. His debut as a starter was remarkable, with a goal in the defeat to Aston Villa in the FA Cup. His performance for the rest of the season was limited, but one must consider the context, adaptation, changes in technical command, and the club's focus on other fronts. Now, under Thomas Frank, the scenario changes. With the backing of the board and a long-term contract, Tel will have time and space to develop his football. It is a project that requires patience, but one that could yield important results for the club in the medium and long term. Asterisk Tottenham is making a bold move, but one that is consistent with its goal of building a younger, more dynamic team. Mathys Tel is not arriving as a ready-made star, but as a talent who can grow alongside Thomas Frank's project. It is important to remember that not every player explodes onto the scene immediately. Some need time to adapt to the league, the language, and the style of play. The club seems to understand this, and the contract until 2031 is clear proof of this long-term commitment. Fans should take a balanced view. Demand progress, yes, but also recognize that this is an investment for the future. If handled well, Tel could become much more valuable than the £35 million paid now. So, fans, what do you think of this first signing of the Thomas Frank era? Does Mathys Tel have what it takes to succeed in a Tottenham shirt? Comment below. Your opinion helps the channel grow and strengthens this community of Spurs fans. Like, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss anything, because there's a lot of news coming. Stay tuned. The transfer market is just beginning, and Tottenham promises to shake things up even more.